we put last week behind us and focus on this week ahead. I thought we did that yesterday. We had a great week, great start to practice for the week. We got outside in the weather, we got young blood out there in the snow for the first time, so that was pretty funny to watch. But I thought our focus was there. You could tell people put last weekend behind us, and we're ready, getting ready for KU. So we know that we're well aware that we can't take this team for granted. KU's a good football team. They've shown a lot of good flashes this year. We have to be ready to go play. We know it's going to be a dogfight. They're going to be ready and fired up to go play us, and we're going to be fired up to go play them. I think it's going to be an exciting game on both sides, and I'm just looking forward to going out there and competing.
How
Skylar,
different?
does it feel like you're kind of coming into your own right now, given how well the last 2 games have been?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've made a lot of growth for sure. Just getting a lot better. I think for 4 quarters of just taking what the defense gives me and not trying to force things, and taking care of the football, throwing the ball away when I need to, and just putting our team in good situations. I think that's the most important thing, and that's my role. So I think that I've made a lot of good strides and growth the past couple of weeks, but there's still some stuff that I've left out on the field as well. So there's still room for improvement always. So just gotta continue to try to grow and get better in the little detailed things. Try to focus on that, and just get ready to go play this week. I think this is going to be a huge test for us. I think coming off of the win versus Mississippi State, there was a lot of hype and praise going on in our football program and for our team, and rightfully so. And we earned that, but at the same time, I felt like we could have handled that in a better way. And that caused us to kind of stumble a little bit there for 2 games. So, we're back on track, and we got a lot of good things going for us. It's important that we handle it the right way. And don't get complacent, and don't get satisfied, and just continue to strive for greatness. So Coach Klima's done a great job of leading that for us.
What's the sense of pride that you guys have in limiting turnovers this season? How big is that, man?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. Anytime that you don't turn the ball over and get turnovers, it creates a huge momentum shift in the game. We get that pick before half, we score a touchdown. We get that fumble on that kickoff, we go score a touchdown. That's 14 points that we just got from just getting another possession than they did. So that's huge for us, and that's something that Coach Messingham just instilled in us from the get-go whenever he first got here, is that we're not going to turn the ball over. We're going to be efficient in the run and efficient in the pass game and have a physical run game. And I feel like we're starting to really establish our identity, and get some things going. So I thought our O-line played great. Those guys it starts and finishes with them in every aspect. And I thought they played a phenomenal game on Saturday. And I'm going to challenge them to bounce back and let's go do it again. That was a lot of fun, but let's go build on it and keep it going. I think those guys, they're veteran guys that are seniors and have had a lot of experience. So I know that they're not hanging on to last weekend too much. So we're moving on, and we're getting ready for this week, and we're really excited. I know we got a lot of seniors on this team that this game means a lot to them. So it's gonna be a fun game.
Some of your first meaningful playing time came in Lawrence 2 years ago. What do you remember about that game and that experience?
Yeah, that was seems like so long ago. Yeah. But going into that game, I was told that I was going to get some playing time, so I just didn't know when that was going to come. And then Delton got a concussion, and I went in. I think it was at halftime. Played the second half. Thought I played pretty well for my first meaningful minutes in the game. So it was a lot of fun getting to play in the rivalry game like this one for the first time, and being able to help our team win. That was the biggest thing in that situation, just coming off the bench and doing whatever I can to help the team win. So nothing's really changed. That's other than I'm not coming off the bench, but I'm just gonna have the same mindset of going into this game as just taking care of the football, taking what the defense gives me, making plays for my team, being a great leader for 4 quarters, and not getting too high, too low, depending on what's going on, taking place in the game. So that's all I'm going to do and focus on, and try to do whatever I can to help this football team win, whatever that may look like.
You said after both those losses how mad the offensive line was about how they played in those games. So what was the biggest difference Saturday, did you feel like, from that unit?
I would just say just having confidence, and focusing on one play at a time instead of trying to get everything back at once. So that was a focus for all of us, and that just when you have that mindset of focusing on one play at a time and just executing your job, winning your one-on-one. That's what we talked about. That's what I just kept on drilling in their head the whole game is just win your one-on-one and trust the guy next to you. That's all we can do, and they did that. So it's just it's a process. That's all this is, and we're all getting better each week. I've truly have felt that. Even in the little stretch there, we lost 2 games. I felt like we were getting better at things, but we just couldn't put everything together. And last weekend we put everything together and played well in all phases of the game. So it's just it's important for us to continue to grow from what we established this past weekend. And be hungry for more, because we for how well we played, we left some things out in the field still. So we just got to focus on the little details of things and continue to get better.
Do you get a sense that when we get to the end of the season, we look back on it, that game is going to be what the turning point was for the offensive line?
It has a great possibility, obviously, but. It definitely it was a great game for them, and we have no idea what the future is going to look like, obviously, but I have a good feeling that they have a lot of confidence, and it's definitely an opportunity for them to really build off of and moving forward. So this is a turning point, then that's something we'll be talk about then. But for now, we just got to focus on one game at a time and just getting better and try to build from that game. So I'm just going to encourage those guys to do that.
Growing up across the border, did you come in with still a pretty good feeling for what this game means?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in Missouri. I was always a Mizzou fan growing up when I was little, so I understood the rivalry from that perspective. So just being on a different side of things, it's pretty similar. Just it's a little bit different in some ways, but the rivalry and I think the hatred for both teams is the same. So I just like I kind of touched on earlier, I know we have a lot of seniors in this class that are from Kansas, and this game means a lot to them. If I try to put myself in situations like this weekend, try to put myself in their shoes of if I were to get a chance to go play at Mizzou, that's what this game would mean to me. So I'm gonna go out there and play my heart out for those guys and try to make the senior year memorable for them. So that's all this is about, and it's no bigger than any game that we've played this year. It's just it's the next game on the schedule, and we're gonna treat it just like we have every week. We just gotta trust the process of our preparation, getting better every day at practice, and then when we get into that game Saturday, just trust our coaching and trust our preparation and just go play.
I know that I know it's not the ultimate goal, but if you win, you're bowl eligible. Is that something that's important to check off the list, even if it's not the
Yeah, I mean, I honestly haven't even thought about it. Like I said, going into this season, I'm just not I'm not trying to win 6 games and just being bowl eligible. Like that's our standard here is much higher than that. So honestly, I haven't even thought about that. It'd be cool to knock off the list, but I honestly don't really care that much about that. Just want to go win and just put ourselves in a situation to be successful and moving forward. I think that's the whole deal. I mean, we have a high standard here at K-State, and we got to live to that standard and hold each other accountable to it. The coaches are going to hold us accountable to it as well. So But yeah, obviously be a huge accomplishment to be bowl eligible this week. But that's not my focus at all. I'm just going to beat KU. That's where my mind's at, and that's all this team is. That's where our minds are at. We want to go win this game, and we just gotta be ready for a dogfight. I know they're going to be fired up and ready to go play us. So it should be a fun game. I'm excited to go and compete against these guys. That's they definitely have some good football players that are competitive, and that's what makes this game fun.
Skylar,